Hi everyone. I think I might start doing this a bit more often because I've gotten to the point where listening to stupidity, I just talk about it to myself, and I want to sound less like a psychopath and talk to other people and get my message of what I think out there. So I just saw this in one of my Discord servers.
Szanowni Państwo, konferencja.
So we don't really naturally need to listen to idiot, but basically, to sum it up, what this is talking about is Poland condemning Australia getting put into lockdown with certain places, so we stop having massive COVID problems. And as you can see here, a massive amount of people are liking it. I don't know why. Guilty. Poland has joined the international movement of condemning Australia's treatment of citizens, comparing its radical left policies to that of North Korea. Human rights hold universal values which adopted by states worldwide. First of all, left-wing policies a lot of the time are more towards human nature, and we can actually see that with the fact that lockdown, helps save lives. Because in all seriousness, it's there to save lives. I'm surprised. Like, if this was replaced with right wing, maybe I can go and say, okay, yeah, you can maybe center it towards authoritarianism and kind of like taking control of everything. But no, I I don't understand who in their right mind would think this. And you got people in the first of all, like you've got fucking people praising Poland, beautiful people. Thank you, people of Poland. God bless you forever. Amen. Fucking hell, dumbasses. Probably anti-vax, most of them. And I think my favorite thing I was able to get up is we look at the rates in Australia. So let me just scroll up a little bit so you can see. So in Australia, total, we've had 110 cases with only 1,321 deaths. Pretty good. I mean, one of the bigger areas, two biggest areas in New South Wales and Victoria in cases and deaths, which funnily enough, Victoria has much less cases but more deaths because Victoria, funnily enough, was the main state which went against lockdown and had to go into lockdown multiple times and freak the fuck out and had like even like semi fucking riots and shit and got all pissy. So they had a lot more deaths. Meanwhile, in some places, like for example Queensland, we went into lockdown for a bit. We had to wear masks. I think the extent of what I heard shit talking lockdown was, oh, I've had to wear a mask. I don't really like wearing a mask. That's why we've only had 7 deaths. We have less deaths than people with. Uh, we have less deaths than people with less cases than us, like fucking Western Australia. Meanwhile, if we look at Poland, high 2.9, nearly 3 million cases, 75,000 deaths. Yes, you guys are doing it right, aren't you? Oh, insane. Holy shit. Like, it's amazing. Like, the United States is doing the same type of shit as you, where they've got a bigger population, of course. Like, the places it's comparing to have massive populations compared to fucking Poland. I swear to God. Like, what the fuck are they doing? We hardly have any fucking deaths as of late in Australia. You guys are still fucking dying because you're not bothered to go into lockdown because your people can't sit in their home for a couple of weeks. Come on. Fucking 3-year-olds. Motherfuckers. I would expect this shit, because from the sounds of it, since they're condemning left wing, I'm most likely thinking they're on the right wing. Fuckers, right wing's normally, like, as someone who is leaning towards the right, man the fuck up. I get it if you're far left and you're a bit fucking pissy, or if you're very, very far right and you're a bit pissy, but I don't think the fucking Polish government is far right. Were you under communism for a bit too long, and you've decided to swing so fucking hard you're trying to turn into the KKK? What the fuck are you doing? Just shut the fuck up. Look at this. Shut the fuck up. Sit the fuck down. Don't talk shit about another country, and do not ever compare a fucking any country to North Korea. I would rather live in China than North Korea, because at least in China I have access to the internet. It may be censored, but North Korea completely denies access to anything. From the words of someone who had, from the words of, I watched a fucking documentary from someone who lived in North Korea and escaped. She thought every other country was worse. She thought every other country was worse. When she escaped, she had no fucking idea about half the inventions that we had. It was like going from the Stone Age to the modern age. Imagine how big of a jump that is. It's like in movies when you have those jokes about, oh, we revived a person from the Neolithic era or some shit. Like, why are you comparing us to that shit of a country? Disgusting behavior, Poland. You acted better when you were under the control by the Nazis and the fucking communists.